We all own this land. We all rely on what it produces, from the animals it feeds to the plants it nurtures. But as the year stretches on, the drought that has now taken a hold of 99.7% of New South Wales affects every one of us, draining the life from the soil, watching the endless dry days take the life from the soil, draining all that was once vibrant and beautiful and turning it into nothing but dust.
Farmers now cannot plough the soils to plant crops, let alone pray for the rain to let the crop grow. Everyone everywhere suffers from what we as humans have done to the environment. Things such as dig dams, which disturbs the natural flow of water, but also the effects of climate change that we have accelerated due to our excessive use of fossil fuels, which causes the environment to change.
Mankind have been entrusted by God to respect the goodness and care of every creature since He created the earth. But as the environment's well-being deteriorates, God would bring disastrous consequences to human beings and their environment.
Which is exactly what has happened. Our land is telling us that we need to be better custodians. Pope Francis tells us to take care of creation, that people occasionally forgive, but nature never does.
Once we take away from the soil its life spirit, like in a drought, we need to show that we are going to change and have more faith in God, in the hope that He sees our efforts in love and canvases outground with the life-giving water it so desperately craves.
But if the entire universe speaks of God's love and everything is a caress of God, this love is not reflected here. How could God allow this suffering of all living creatures, His creations alike, to suffer this burden? With this drought getting worse every day without rain, maybe it is showing us that we need to be more careful with what we have been so graciously given.
Our mercy and Lasallian values may give us better vision when seeking help, where we need to have more faith in God and realise we are dependent on Him. We need the rain to come to bring forth the life from the soil. God needs us to have more faith in Him, and we need to be better stewards of His marvellous creation. The environmental concerns are closely related to our spiritual connection, where we need to be protectors of God's handiwork because we can see it is essential to a life of virtue.
Seeking solace in the Bible from Deuteronomy 11 verses 13 to 14, we are told that we need to love and serve Him with all our heart and soul, and that He will give the rain for the land in its seasons. After hearing this, perhaps we all need to look to how we can love and serve God better, so that the rains will come and bring relief to the farmers and all of us in turn.
Oh, hello there. Good afternoon. Today I'm going to be informing you about a major issue during the Central West. That is soil acidity. Soil acidity affects plant growth and soil processes.
Acidity that is particularly prominent in the subsurface causes the roots to be restricted from obtaining water, which is going to affect the overall outcome of the crop's quality. The major plant nutrients such as nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur and calcium may not be present in overly acidic soils, and this will cause nutrient deficiencies in the plants.
How have we affected the soil acidity? Well, we have used a surplus amount of ammonium-based fertiliser.
Ammonium nitrogen converts to nitrates and hydrogen ions, and when there is an overconcentration of hydrogen ions, it increases the soil acidity.
What is the solution to this problem?
A common way that soil acidity is solved is by liming.
Liming is applying magnesium and calcium-rich materials in order to neutralise the acidity.
The Catholic community could be responsible by creating programs for the children of the religious schools. This would further branch out to the wider community. Making children more aware and involved within the Catholic community will create a ripple effect.
Using perennial pastures will greatly improve nitrogen recycling, which will slow soil acidity right down.
Another idea could be to use a soil ameliorate to raise pH levels.
This quote from the Pope's letter.
The earth our home is beginning to look more and more like an immense pile of filth.
This quote is a reflection of how we as a community have been treating the soil. Using too much of the ammonium-based fertilizers has been ruining our soil, which is going to affect our overall crop outcome for the years to come.
This is our Bible quote. The Lord loves righteousness and justice. The earth is full of his unfailing love.
By making the soil more acidic, we are failing to give the earth love and care the way God would have wanted.
Catechism reference 302. The universe was created in a state of journeying towards an ultimate perfection yet to be attained, which God has destined it. The Lasallian value we have chosen is
building a community who work together and make decisions together, locally and globally. The mercy value we have chosen is
stewardship is the grateful and responsible celebration of the sacred gifts God has given us to do the work he is calling us to do.
Oh, hello there. I hope you have learnt lots of information on soil acidity thanks to this video.
Hello, I'm Bob. This soil is all dried up. It is not fertile. Hi, Jimmy, the earthworm. Can you help me put nutrients into the hard soil?
Yes, Bob, I can make holes for water and air to go through. My castings will make nutrients. Plants use nutrients to grow.
Thanks, Jimmy. Now we can plant some flowers into the soil.
Wow, look at all those new flowers. The fertile soil has given them life. Yay!
In the Central West, soil degradation is a big problem. It is the decline in soil condition caused by improper use or poor management, usually for agricultural, industrial or urban purposes. Now, we have Minnie interviewing local farmer Charlotte at her farm where soil degradation is a big problem.
How can Catholics help you and other farmers?
Catholics can help the soil by creating a soil fundraising group at your local church, planting trees around the town and raising awareness in the community. In Psalms 115, it says, "The heavens are the heavens of the Lord, but the earth he has given to the sons of men." This means earth has been given to us and we need to look after it together.
Thank you, Charlotte. And back to Bob in the newsroom.
Thank you, Charlotte and Minnie. Now, we go to...
Oh no, something is interfering with the broadcasting.
Yeah, this is the soil degradation rap. You're
really big issue is soil degradation, the problem that ranges all across the nation. The balance is thrown and conditions are poor, all because the people want more for urban industries and agriculture land. This is wrong, so we take a stand in the Central West. We ain't doing our best. All the chemicals and waste of the human race, we poison the soil as we leave our trace.
Farmers are struggling and losing their jobs because there's no fertile land to grow their crops. No cows, no sheep, no crops, no food. If we don't make a change, then we're all screwed. Pope Francis once stated in Laudato Si.
Let us be protectors of creation, protectors of God's plan, inscribed to nature, protectors of one another and of the environment.
It refers to us Catholics as our need and job to protect the land and not to rob. God's creation of all is good and beauty. As God's humble servants, this is our duty. In Leviticus 25, 23, 24, the Bible quotes, and rest assured.
The land must not be sold permanently because the land is mine and you are but aliens and my tenants. Throughout the country that you hold as possession, you must provide for the redemption of the land.
God decides we will provide it. Till we say we will obey. Show the care the earth deserves, for this is God's planet and we will conserve. The Catechism of the Catholic Church states,
The seventh commandment forbids unjustly taking or keeping the goods of one's neighbor, and wronging him in any way with respect to his goods. It commands justice and charity, and the care of earthly goods and the fruits of men's labor.
To this we preach and let it teach, don't steal the earth for what it's worth.
It's not ours to waste or to spend, so for what we've done, it must mend.
We focus on the core basic values of service in one that encourages and teaches our purpose. We do our part under God's name, and in doing so, the soil will remain.
Acidification, no fertile soil and polluted land. To tackle this issue, we go hand in hand. Even out the balance in plants and trees, install proper drainage for water to leave. No polluted water or toxins, please. Stop the degradation for future generations.
Soil is life!